Hey, it's Dion from Voss Media Board Game Cafe and Champions of Tabletop. We want to introduce you to our new show, Voss Media 5 and 5.
Welcome back to another Voss Media 5 and 5 for the week of March 11th through March 17th. These are 5 new releases that you'll see hitting the shelves. First, let's talk about Mindspace. Mindspace is a thoughtful game in which players are trying to achieve serenity by adding emotions to their brain board. Each emotion is represented by a polyomino shape. 5 of the possible 17 emotion cards will be available each round, and 5 rolled dice will determine which colors. It looks like a cool roll and write, draft and write kind of game where Mindspace is representing your emotions. After 12 rounds, the game is scored, and points can be earned by completing sections of the brain, achieving public goal cards, and meeting the organizational criteria of each color. The one section of each brain board with the most unfilled squares will result in a deduction of 1 point for each unfilled square in that section. You get dry erase boards and markers promote replayability. Simple turn structure creates a streamlined experience. Smooth gameplay from start to finish. Check out Mindspace. I'm going to break the rules a bit here, as my number 2 is actually 2 games. Canvas Finishing Touches and Canvas Reflections both are expansions for the game Canvas that came out early last year. For Canvas Finishing Touches, the galley is seeking new masterpiece, and Canvas Finishing Touches complete your works of art and show them off to the world with the new frames. These frames add a layer of interactions as players compete to have their work displayed on the gallery wall. In Canvas Reflections, paint from a new perspective. In Canvas Reflections, the artistic puzzle has a new layer, mirror cards. These reversible cards add deeper strategy and also give you increased flexibility to string together combinations of elements. Additionally, the new board offers a wider selection of art. Check out these 2 expansions that are going to be released for Canvas. The third one is Chomp. The era of dinosaurs is here. Your goal in Chomp is to form herds of dinosaurs and make sure they are all fed. Herbivores and carnivores both need food sources. But if the carnies are not properly fed, they don't mind chopping out a few herbies to fill their bellies. Gameplay invoices dual roles of goals, featured vibrant colors and clear and concise scoring instructions. Looks like a really fun game to play with friends and family. Chomp. Finding Atlantis will be releasing this week as well. Finding Atlantis. Embark on an exhilarating journey like never before. Equipped with cutting-edge technology and a state-of-the-art submarine, you stand at the precipice of a legendary discovery, that of the city of Atlantis. Finding Atlantis is a heart-pounding deduction and exploration game designed for 1 or 4 players, ages 14 and up. You will use deduction, strategy, hand management, and stealthy hidden movement to claim victory. The race is on to be the first to discover an elusive lost city. The first explorer to find and search this mythical metropolis will claim victory and go down in history. Again, breaking the rules with 2 On the Underground games. On the Underground Paris, New York, and On the Underground London and Berlin. On the Underground London and Berlin, the London Underground is the world's first underground passenger railway, having opened in 1863. Its 11 lines move about 5 million passengers a day to 270 different stations along 250 miles of track. The massive network of London Underground Station makes up one of the most complex transportation systems in the world, and On the Underground challenges you to develop it. Build the most successful lines, connect them to landmarks, and attract passengers' traffic. In On the Underground, the players build the underground lines in London or the U-Bahn lines in Berlin. Each player controls 2 to 4 different lines depending on the number of players. On each turn, 4 destination cards are available corresponding to stations on the map. You can take up to 4 actions. On actions is either building track by placing one of the track tokens on the board or taking a branch token. A player may use 2 branch tokens to branch out of an existing line. After each player's turn, a passenger's token is moved along players' lines, avoiding walking as much as possible to reach 1 or 2 destinations determined at the beginning of the turn. The destination cards corresponding to the visiting stations are then replaced by new ones. Then the next player takes their turn. Players score points and determines the winner. On the underground Paris in New York, Paris is a thoughtful map offering many options to win. You need to strike the right balance between collecting sets of tokens, connecting secret destinations, blocking other players while being blocked yourself, and of course carrying the passengers. The refined elder sister of the London map recommends for experienced players. New York is fast-paced map reflecting the hectic pace of life in the Big Apple. It encourages players to mirror real-life creation lines through Manhattan, but you have to build quickly to keep up with the always-moving passengers. The brash younger brother of the London map, focused and fun. Both of these games look to be available $3.15. Pick up at your friendly local game store. Now let's look at 5 games you have to get out and pre-order this week, March 11th through March 17th. Orders are due for 3/14, so before the end of this week, for Gloomhaven Forgotten Circles. Gloomhaven Forgotten Circles. This is the first expansion for Gloomhaven featuring 20 new scenarios that take place after the events of the original Gloomhaven campaign, which involve 1 new character class and her attempts to prevent an approaching calamity. The accompanying scenario book breaks these scenarios up across multiple pages to create more dynamic and surprising encounters. The expansion also features 7 new monster types, including 3 new bosses and 14 new items. Gloomhaven Forgotten Circles. Nexum Galaxy. Pre-orders are due for 3/16 for Nexum Galaxy, still scheduled to release in Q1. Nexum Galaxy is a game for 1 to 4 players from 12 plus years old in which we fight against other civilizations in an epic interplanetary battle to dominate the galaxy. Simple and intuitive rules that can be learned very quickly, but at the same time with a high tactic and strategic component. You will now be able to expand and exploit resources from each galaxy sector while exterminating your enemies. You will be able to expand and exploit resources from each galactic sector while exterminating your enemies. 3 X's. Allowing hundreds of different games with progressively increasing difficulty, from pure strategy without chance to the incorporation of cosmic events to which you have adapt your strategy. Special modes are solitaire, cooperative, and with or against several artificial intelligence. Excellent presentation in its plastic insert, initial help guide, and advanced guide. It's enriched with the expansion Nexum Galaxy's Asteroids that turns it into a 4X, adding exploration, the countless game modes, scenarios, and components. Nexum Galaxy. Printing Press from our friends at Portal Games. Dive into the vibrant legacy of Gutenberg with its spirited successor, the Printing Press board game. The game invites you to master the art of Renaissance publishing, where careful planning and craft are crucial for success. Immerse yourself in the fantastic world of the 16th century publishing as you compete against your fellow players to create the most prestigious print shop in the Renaissance era. Printing Press is a family game where you must excel at drafting, not only with the right cards, but also dedicated plate and frame pairs. Players strive to achieve the best possible set over 4 to 6 rounds depending on the difficulty level they choose. Pick the best lettering, inscriptions, and coloring for the book and create the volume to rule them all. For those that liked Gutenberg, I recommend Printing Press. Halls of Helga. Halls of Helga, a release date of Q2 2024. From an abandoned mountain fortress, you command a group of Norwegian volunteers fighting superior German forces in the early days of World War II. Halls of Helga is a solitaire-only war game in this same vein as Robinson Crusoe, This War of Mine, and Dead of Winter. The mechanics are worker placement, bag building, and area control/tower defense. You play as a commander of the Norwegian forces during the 3 stages of the game: mobilization, first attack, and siege. Halls of Helga. The last game we'll talk about is Captain Flip. Captain Flip comes out 4/19. Pre-order date must be before 3/28. Ahoy, Captain. Hoist your flag, recruit a crew, and fill your coffers with shiny gold coins. Captain Flip is a game of obvious simplicity explained in less time than a cannonball shot. On your turn, draw a tile from the bag. You like it, keep it. You don't like it, flip it. Then place it on the board to form your crew. With its 9 characters and 4 boards with different tactics, Captain Flip offers immediate fun and a great gaming experience. Hoist your flag, recruit a colorful crew, and earn as many gold coins as you can in Captain Flip. 2 to 5 players, ages 8+, about 20 minutes long. Captain Flip's release date is 4/19. Go pre-order Captain Flip. And that's the 5 pre-releases and 5 releases of this week, March 11th through 17th. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who is watching our videos and keeping track. Click the little subscribe button and follow us, as every week we release another 5 and 5 of Voss Media style. And remember, visit your friendly local game store and support local. Purchase all of these games there local at your friendly store, or go in and ask for them to order them. If you cannot pre-order these games at your friendly local game store, or you just don't have a friendly local game store, visit vossmediastore.com. vossmediastore.com. Pre-order there, pay the shipping, and then when it arrives, we'll make sure you get a copy. From everyone here at Champions of Tabletop, and me, Dion, never stop playing.